possession, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st down. It's Parks, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Parks, and not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming.
There he goes, left side. The 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there from McCaffrey. 56 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bills 7, Golden Eagles 0.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Gain of 4.
Watson now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he shot at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 32-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander the 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. That's out to the left, flat and complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Golden Eagles, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed? Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Parks. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Jones throwing on 4th down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taken down at the 42. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's a gain of 2.
Now Watson
3rd and 5.
being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball, understanding where the receiver is running his route, allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 11. Now Jones. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. And a huge play that time. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Parks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Seibert's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Complete to Garrett Wilson.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been...
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson. He showed what he's got there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the 2nd half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, it's Watson.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Watson on first down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Darian Mathis burying him for the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll roll, and the pressure gets to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 4th down, Watson. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
The 40. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bills 48, Golden Eagles 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll run on first down. Parks. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll find Aguara complete.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 35. Golden Eagles 3.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really
and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro, pay 5 days stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they copy up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they copy up? up but never lose account. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe.
Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and booze. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant?
You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip.
What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
And I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten the loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Deep for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the scale. I ain't taking no from my boy ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching the but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up running through it. Running like a running do it. Stun on her till like a stunning do. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And his first pass is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Murray off play action. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football. A better chance to win again this week.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 Step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 4th. Watson looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 47.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. There definitely will be lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's good for the Lions.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And this belongs to the Vikings. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd is Watson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
3rd down, here's Patterson.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
We knew both of these safeties were good and run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
score after one on EA Sports. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the Sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground now. Patterson able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Faking the give. Now Watson out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On it's second down around with Patterson.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Watson on 3rd down.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Leighton Vander Esch.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Murray now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kyler Murray, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Keon Crossen.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Murray.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the 50, it's Watson. And complete to Zach Ertz. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fights through him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
finding Ertz again. Touchdown, Vikings. Zach Ertz, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Green.
To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, Watson. The ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get this to the 31. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he finds McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To throw is Murray. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 7-yard line.
Now Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley down to about the 37. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Murray now to throw.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Nick Needham picks it off.
And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On fourth down, Watson. That's to his running back, complete.
He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Watson. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 15. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will
take a 7-point lead.
Lions 28, Vikings 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They do some great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Cottrell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Cottrell. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is caught.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Tyler Beatty
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
18-yard line. On gain of 2, brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray going deep here for Watkins.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Hey. Omaha. Shit. Easy.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
First and goal.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field But this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Looked like they felt there was just way too much traffic, so instead of trying to run through the pile on 3rd and goal, they tried to take it outside. But how about that pursuit by the defense? Way too much for them, and they held them up short on the line of scrimmage and the goal line.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Back to throw, Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now Watson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 12. And Watson's going to throw it here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. He'll buy some time right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. They'll start by running the option to the right. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get a 1st down here, but only to the 20-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
To throw is Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Minnesota, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.